Welcome to a new update today, in which we can see that the markets have been correcting, but we might be getting close to a short-term bottom, as we also know that the dollar is facing some crucial resistance zone and Ethereum is showing strength. Lots of stuff to discuss today, but we're making a short update about all these three things and we're going through the charts. We're looking at the crucial levels and the way Bitcoin is reacting here. Before that, do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel beneath, like the YouTube update. Also, do not forget to subscribe to the newsletter, which can be found on my Twitter or in the link beneath too. Tomorrow we're going to make a fresh new update. And finally, check out my Twitter and Instagram, and especially today, as we might be reaching 500k followers on Twitter tonight. And then we're going to make a cool announcement about something that we're going to do in December. Looking at the price action of Bitcoin, we might conclude that we're getting a pretty decent daily candle. We are facing support here. We are also facing a 20% correction. We've had a rejection at this 60k barrier, and now we are making a swift bounce back up. That might be an indication that we're getting relatively close towards a bottom for Bitcoin, at least short term. Of course, you still want to see 60k break, because 60k is the crucial level or resistance to break through, but higher time frame support is hit at this stage. So we might be in for some consolidation and sideways action. We're going to look at the lower time frames in a little bit. But first, the dollar currency index DXY is facing a resistance zone, as we have been seeing an acceleration or strength over here. We can also see that the DXY index is reaching into overbought area when it comes to the RSI, through which a reversal short-term correction seems quite likely to be taking place on the DXY, through which a correction might be taking place here, which is also resulting into some short-term upwards momentum when it comes to Bitcoin. As discussed, higher time frame resistance zone here when it comes to the DXY, through which we could be seeing a resistance happening there, or at least a rejection taking place, and based from that fact, the Bitcoin can be starting to find a bottom. Coming back towards Bitcoin and the lower time frames at this stage, we have actually concluded that we preferably wanted to see a bullish divergence happening at this point. We do not see that happening yet, as this is not an official bullish divergence to be taking place. But what we do see is that the low has been seeing a sweep here, and a slight short-term reversal or bounce has been happening. Once again, on the lower time frame, we've seen this bounce taking place, which immediately retraced. Good thing is that despite the bounces the past few days, the good thing right now is that this bounce is actually bouncing again. So we're seeing some short-term upwards momentum taking place here, as yesterday we've had a full correction taking place after the bounce, and now we're actually seeing another bounce back up. However, I don't want to be destroying the bull factor here, but we're still making lower lows and lower highs, as a matter of fact. So we're still in between. This in-between figure has to make any momentum short-term. We are going to come to a conclusion, but you clearly want to break the previous lower high to assume that we're into an uptrend. So you want to see the price running all the way towards 60k, make a short-term sideways action, and then we start breaking out to see continuation taking place on the markets here. So yes, it's a great bounce and we can see it all across the markets, but there's nothing certain yet, especially given the price action that we've seen lately. I really want to see 60k break when it comes to Bitcoin, but at least short term this is a beautiful move, resulting in strength on Ethereum, as Ethereum has been hitting some crucial levels, and since then we are actually seeing additional strength when it comes to Ethereum USDT. We've hit this level that we've marked previously as an important support zone. We've been bouncing from that. I've been saying this level, if Bitcoin was going to correct even more, which is not the case. This one took place, and we've had a natural correction of approximately 20% here too. Heavy daily candle, but when it comes to the lower time frames, Ethereum against USDT also still has to break a few crucial levels. Good part here is that we are making a higher low, through which we might be switching a trend in which we are going to reverse here, have some short-term momentum, and then we're going to crack the resistance towards continuation at this point. So good bounce from support here. Also high time frame support was hit, and I've been concluding towards you that if you want to get into the markets, it is hitting the first real level where you want to expose yourself back into positions if you were out of the markets, or if you were not in the markets yet, or you have sold a little. I think those levels were just hit, and I've been saying there that you might want to get interested when it comes to the markets. Ethereum USDT, we might still get a bear flag, so the crucial level to break for any further bullish momentum is breaking above 4.5k, which is going to be the crucial trigger before we're going to reach new all-time highs. Ethereum against Bitcoin, so I'm showing some serious strength here on the Bitcoin pair. We are still waiting to derive the potential resistance or where this is going to end. We could also still have a fake out above resistance. What we truly want to see is the same taking place in the previous sideways action, which is, in this case, we are flipping 0.07 Bitcoin. Now we're breaking above resistance, so you clearly want to see 0.074 become support before we can start continuing, and then we might actually break this bullish pennant upwards already. All in all, when it comes to the conclusion, Bitcoin is making a beautiful bounce. Altcoins are way stronger, and therefore it's signaling a potential heavy breakout on the altcoins at some point in time. We're going to discuss that in the alt season update tomorrow in the newsletter, so definitely subscribe to the newsletter beneath, as it's still a free issue which you can receive tomorrow in your mailbox. But because of the sudden drop down of Bitcoin, we can still assume that we are going to have to crack some beautiful levels there. We have to crack 60k, and if that one breaks, I think we're back in bull cycle, or at least have continuation happening. We've hit a few crucial support zones. We've seen a beautiful bounce. We've seen the DXY seeing continuation and now hitting resistance. If the DXY finds resistance and corrects, Bitcoin might be continuing the path upwards, and then we might have finished the correction. If you want to stay updated, check out my YouTube channel beneath, subscribe, like it, and do not forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram for the big announcement later today. Have a wonderful day, and see you again tomorrow.